Hello, everyone. It is 4th of July today, Independence Day. Yes. Uh, Independence Day. We were watching fireworks already last night. Yes. People, uh, people sure have a lot around here. Yeah, when it comes to fireworks. So, I also have my other two grandchildren here, and they had fun watching. Then my husband and my brother-in-law also came because my brother-in-law is going someplace where he needed to be brought to the airport. And this is how it worked out. Then we're going to my son's today for the first time. Yes, in oh, so many years. Yeah. He has his own home as well. Renting. He's renting. Yes, actually, my son-in-law here owns the home that he's renting, which works out really good because the place, though I've talked about that house, it's a fabulous house, fabulous backyard, huge. I mean, we're talking in a city again, just like in Berkeley in California when we lived in that one house that had this. It was half a park. And my son also has this just amazing backyard, and he's having a 4th of July get together at his house. Yes, very excited about it. They also, so the house needs work still. After my son in law moved out of there and they moved into this house, uh, it needs work, but my son doesn't care, and actually, so they kind of work together fixing up the house as well, so it's great. I mean, it's totally livable, okay? I don't know what whole lot needs to be done, but they're kind of perfectionists when it comes to that kind of stuff. I saw how they fixed up my daughter's here, my daughter's other house, for some renters, a single mom with two children, and oh my gosh, it took them weeks after the other ones moved out, the other renters moved out to and they made it perfect. I mean, it was like, oh my gosh, it's great. I know I did the front lawn, yeah, the front yard. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So it's nice, right, to get things ready for others, not just to profit. From people who are renting as a homeowner. What's it called? Your landlord, right? But to make sure that things are really beautiful and yeah. My daughter has a great system on finding a renter, and she also kind of, with that together, she trusts her instincts, right, when it comes to people. Yeah, so, yes, so her first renters was a really young couple in their early 20s. Nobody wanted them. They tried everywhere trying to get an apartment together, and they had a dog as well, or a couple of dogs, and nobody wanted them. Nobody. Yep. And my daughter looked at them and says, well, "I was young like that one at once, right? And I needed a place to stay, and was happy that I was accepted, also with dogs." So she gave them a chance. Yeah, they had good jobs, they had good credit. Yeah, not much credit, but hey, they're young, right? And she gave them a chance, and it worked out wonderfully. She was very happy with her first renters. Those were her first renters. Now, single mom, two children, and they have a little dog. Yes, and so there you go. Yes. Anywho, so 4th of July. Oh, if I remember it, I say it at the end. Yes, maybe it does not need to be said, and maybe it should be remembered. Let's get going. In the book of Ecclesiasticus, wealth and presumption, 5. We're on 5. Wealth and presumption. Do not put your confidence in your money or say, with this I am self sufficient. Yeah, I never got, oh, get as much gold as you can. Oh, you got to collect gold. I never got that. I have no idea. I have no idea the mindset of the people when they do that. Oh, stock market. And I have no idea why anybody would gamble away their hard work money. Hard earned, worked for money. Like that. I'd rather have the little that I have, right? Yes? Okay, I'm just saying. I know people get rich through the stock market and all that jazz. But I also know people get very poor doing that. I'm just saying. I'm just not someone that says, why would I need? When things really start to go bad, people, what is money going to do for you? What is gold going to do for you? What do you think will be way more, will then be way more? Oh dear Lord, I'm losing my words this morning. Valuable during those times. I said, here's me. If there is something that I have that someone else needs, I'm probably not going to, besides, not money, not talking money or gold or jewels or that, all that kind of jazz. Most likely I will have vegetables. Eggs, maybe. Fruit. Medicine. Nature's medicine. To trade. And I don't think I'm going to want gold and money for that. I'm probably going to be looking for something way greater, of way more value in the other person. Like, do you know how to fix my plumbing? Do you know how to get that light back on? Or something else. Right? Maybe I need a chair or a table. Okay, all right. Right? Carpenter. I think during hard times, if things really go so bad that you have to amass things, I think that the talents of the people out there are going to be way more valuable in their respective areas than gold or money. Just saying. All right, okay. Had to say that. Do not be led by your appetites and energy to follow the passions of your heart, and do not say, who has authority over me? For the Lord will certainly give you your deserts. Do not say, I have sinned, but what harm has befallen me? Oh. For the Lord's forbearance is long. Do not be so sure of forgiveness that you add sin to sin. Aha. I can't, this is a good, do not be so sure of forgiveness that you add sin to sin. I don't think that needs to be explained, and yet, I said, you say sorry, I have a story out there about cry wolf too many times. Then when you're really in need, nobody will show up, right? Because they all think it's a joke. It's kind of the same thing, right? Yes, you say sorry one too many times to someone over the same thing, they're not going to accept your sorry anymore. It's just, look at people and go, well, I guess that's how it is. But how about I pull myself out of the equation? I am not going to be fooled again. Yes? Okay, all right. Just saying. And do not say, his compassion is great. He will forgive me my many sins. For with him are both mercy and retribution, and his anger does not pass from sinners. Okay, again, God's not like that, and his anger does not pass from sinners. He has no choice. Our heavenly parent, regarded as father or mother, or both together in a way, that is, I don't have a problem with that, then our heavenly parent has no choice. It's not that one doesn't want to give it. I feel like in my own life, I've come across people to say, I need to stop enabling these people. I need to stop just going, yeah, I understand. You just couldn't help yourself. I understand. No, I had to say, you know what? Enough is enough. Either you straighten up, you go somewhere else. And I do that with the spirits, by the way. Yeah. I said you can stick around and you can learn from the environment that you, there's a reason you're here with me. And you can learn from the environment and grow. We can grow together and help you grow in spirit world. Or you can leave and go somewhere else where maybe you'll get what you rather want. The interesting thing is that every spirit gets surprised. Is surprised. Wow, you're willing to, take me on. You're willing to help me. I said, yeah, and there will be a give and take. Yes. Because guess what? It's for spirits as it is for children. The same thing. When they realize they're starting to grow due to the fact that they're in an environment where their spirit can grow, and of course they are willing, yes, then suddenly they realize that, oh, there is something I can do now to give back. And it greatly raises their confidence, their willingness to explore their own heart to mind. Yes, heart to mind. Their original mind, which still is with every spirit in spirit world. And and to truly grow closer to true forgiveness and being able to forgive. Yes, what I have experienced in that way. It's an amazing process, absolutely amazing process. Yes, but one should be very aware and not enabling people to do things over and over and over again that is considered either a sin or just wrong. Yes? Yeah. All right. So, due to the fact that on how things are for ourselves, again, I mentioned spirit growth. There is nothing Heavenly Parent can do. It's not that He doesn't want to forgive and embrace everyone right from the moment, right at all times, because that's what He would do. That's what she would do. But there are rules. And embrace can only happen, truly happen, if restoration of a person, if needed, is done. Straightforward, so it's up to us. Don't lay that at our Father's feet. Don't lay that at our Heavenly Mother's feet. Don't do that. No, it doesn't work that way. For suddenly the Lord's wrath will blaze out. Nope, doesn't work that way. On the day of punishment you will be utterly destroyed. Not true. And do not set your heart on ill-gotten gains. They will be of no use to you on the day of disaster. Okay, if you call the day of disaster the end of your life here on earth, do not set your heart on ill-gotten gains, because on that day, a few days later, when you actually wake up in spirit world, they will be of no use to you anymore. It's true. That's true, if I look at it that way. Straightforwardness and self-possession. Do not winnow in every wind, or walk along every byway. What does that mean? Do I want to know? As the double-talking sinner does. Well, they put that in there in parentheses, so I don't know if that's actually part of Ecclesiasticus, because I did like the other two lines. That one doesn't need to be in there. Be steady in your convictions and be a person of your word. Be quick to listen and deliberate in giving an answer. I have said this, I think, a few times in videos before. When you make a promise, you got to keep that promise. You better stick with it or don't make promises. There's a reason for that. If you understand the matter, give your neighbor an answer. If not, keep your hand over your mouth. Both honor and disgrace come from talking. The tongue is its owner's downfall. Okay. Silence can also be honor or disgrace. It goes both ways. Do not get a name for scandal mongering. Do not set traps with your tongue, for a shame lies in store for the thief. So harsh condemnation awaits the deceitful. Avoid offenses in great as in small matters, and do not exchange friendship for enmity. For a bad name will earn you shame and reproach, as happens to the double-talking sinner. Do not, okay, do not, well, we have a little more. Do not get carried aloft on the wings of passion, for fear your strength tear itself apart like a bull, and you devour your own foliage and destroy your own fruit, and end by making yourself like a piece of dried up wood. Wow. What comes to mind here? Let's read that one more time. The tear up of a family, man or woman in a marriage going outside having too much fun, right? Yes, outside the marriage having too much fun. That's what it sounds. This is such a good description here. This is amazing. That was Ecclesiastic if it's meant that way. I'm taking it that way. Sounds like that way, doesn't it? What else could it be? Do not get carried aloft on the wings of passion. So it definitely is talking about what? For fear your strength tear itself apart like a bull, and you devour your own foliage and destroy your own fruit. Your own marriage, your own children. Destroy your children. Divorce destroys. Cheating, adultery destroys your children. It absolutely does. It leaves an unbelievable mark on them all through their life. And end by making yourself like a piece of dried up wood. Yeah. An evil temper destroys the person who has it and makes him the laughing stock of his enemies. Yes. Quick-tempered people are very easy to read. That is true. Okay. And, yeah. Reflect before you react. Oh, I didn't forget. Means I should mention it. 4th of July. Yes. I did not grow up in this country, so I'm blameless. I live here now. I consider myself a citizen of this country. And even though I'm an adopted child here in this country, in a way, yes, I was not born here, I feel I carry, and I always will, my children will, my grandchildren will, the same responsibility towards on how entrance into this country was gained and how it was overtaken. So, yes, it's happened so many hundreds of years ago. Time to forget about the past. The thing is, there are still many spirits in spirit world who can't forget the past. To them, it is still there. The bloodshed and all, the wiping out of entire tribes without any kind of regard to who it was. Not it, who. Woman, child, elderly, just saying. Livelihoods, their livelihood was just taken from others, from our ancestors. We're the descendants. I'm all for celebrating Independence Day. I'm not against it. Don't get that. Don't get that idea. But I think that it is right to bow our head for a few minutes and ask for forgiveness again. Ask, apologize. to the people that were here before. Nothing wrong with that either, is there? And I shared that in probably a couple of videos by now as well, on how I walked up on this by the spring. I went all the way around their property and up and came down towards the spring, and suddenly it was like this. I felt so sorrowful, just me, not coming from somewhere else. It was me, the beauty of where we live, and suddenly the native people came to my mind, and I just the tears just started falling. I apologized. I am so sorry. I wish things could have gone different than this. And suddenly I could feel that could have been a whole tribe just walking next to me. But I could feel one presence in particular. Could have been a chief, something, I don't know, an elder, a wise elder. And he told me, don't do this. Don't do that. We know why we had to give up our time here on this particular place on earth. We know that now. Make us proud and be the example to the rest of the world that you can be. That's what I got. Yeah, right? Yes. So, amazing. That was an amazing experience. It blew me away. So on the 4th of July, and since I'm not, but all of my children and my husband and his family and my grandchildren, of course, are all part Creek and Cherokee Indians. So, Native Americans. I still call them Indians. I would love the word Indian, so what's wrong with that, right? Yes, they deserve that name. Okay, I'm not going to go the other way. So, call them Native Americans, whatever. How about, they're not Native Americans either, by the way. They are natives of Turtle Island. And you want to be so correct with things, then be correct. I think that if one were to actually ask the ones in Spurwell, so what would you rather be called? Probably don't want to be called either one, because one nation's not even somewhere else. So we got the wrong name. We're nationality by, someone didn't know that they didn't land in India. And then we're not Americans either. The ones in Spirit World. I don't know how the ones feel now here. But how about, if you want to be correct, call them the natives of Turtle Island. That was the old name for the Americas. Okay? Yeah. All right. So there it is. So, which reminded me again too, we unite. Then we unite in spirit with what happened in the past. And we don't waste the lives that were given at that time. Yes? As we do not waste the lives that were given for many other causes in this country that I think we should be proud of, that we managed to get at least this far. Yes? Yeah. So, there it is. I got a few more minutes. But maybe this is enough. So, Happy Independence Day. Yes. Let's include all of our brothers and sisters who ever lived here on this Turtle Island. Yes, now, North America, the United States of America, and remember all the people who sacrificed for us to be here now as we are. And let their sacrifice stand for something. Well, at least one thing that we can do in this country is start to unite. Yes? All these little bickering over this or that or I don't know what. I think one thing we should do, if we truly want to celebrate Independence Day properly, is to unite with the people in our own country. And maybe that's the first thing that we need to teach the rest of the world. Stop the infighting. Yes. No, we got to do that in our movement first. The Family Federation for World Peace. Yes? Got to stop the infighting. And that will be a great example to the rest of the United States. Then it's going to ripple out. Yes? Yeah. Okay. May Heavenly Parent bless and protect you, guide you, and embrace you with love. My dearest brother Eldridge, and my dearest brother in faith, Eldridge, I love you. Hang in there. Yes. Sending prayers. Be patient. Yeah. So you can be well taken care of. All right. And I will talk to you all